Michael was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Michael's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
Following the Freedom Trail to the Cradle of Liberty, Faneuil Hall. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. Mike, Boston holds a 1-0 lead in this series.
And the Celtics showed how dominant they were in Game 1. This is a team that only lost one time at home all season. The Bulls are up against the odds in this one.
And for Chicago, they'll be hoping for another big night from Michael Jordan.
Well, Kevin, in Game 1, he did all the heavy lifting for the Bulls on offense. The Celtics had no answer for him as he went for 49 points. We'll see if they keep looking his way as they try to even up this series.
And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Bird. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Oakley, a screen on Parrish. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. On offense, here are the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's McHale. It's hauled in by Oakley. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent. Actually, too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all three will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Here's Johnson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Bird has such great awareness of the floor. You saw it on that pass.
Here's Jordan. Still hot from his last game. Michael Jordan's momentum carrying over into this one.
Just owning that painted area. I guess the motto is do it till they stop it.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, and Bird with the basket on the assist by Ainge. And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks, using his tremendous strength and body control. Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
And that one's good. McHale.
Boy, how about the confidence? I love watching him be that assertive down low.
And pin the blame on the defense there. You can't just give him an open layup.
Count that one.
The quickness of Jordan. He's got a tremendous first step.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the D and made them pay.
And now for some info on this matchup, let's go across the court to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, there are unique differences between these teams, of course. Boston has a huge size advantage, but they like to get on the run. Chicago is a quicker team, but they like to slow it down and set things up. Another unique aspect to the matchup, the Celtics may be bigger, but during the regular season, it was the Bulls who had the offensive rebounding edge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Certainly Bulls rookie Charles Oakley, Mike, has something to do with their stellar work on the rebounding.
A strong finish for the 9th pick in the draft. Oakley came from Virginia Union. Now a year later, he's playing in Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
And he can back it up with that body.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Clark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on it.
And that's going to be the thing to watch. Passes it to Parrish. Over Corzine. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back. And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in Game 1. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
A tough defender all around. Oakley sent that one right back.
A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 21 in the game.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as both teams pause action here for a minute, these players are focused on staying hydrated with Gatorade, which is crucial to helping them play the entire game.
No question about it, partner. We all know how important it is to keep your energy up. And Gatorade certainly helps big time in that regard.
Dalton's checked in for Boston. Seaston comes in for Johnson. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Pocket 2. Here's Ainge. Boston again missing. Chicago leading by 11. Here's Jordan. He gets it in there. 23 points in the game.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Now here's Bird. The fadeaway. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, the jump shot of Bird is so pure. He's got his mechanics down, textbook style.
Here's Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 25 points in the game.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission. Making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
Here is Seasting. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bird misses. Here's Jordan. And they pick up 2.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
20 feet out. And here he goes. And gets it to fall. Clarkie beats the clock.
Certainly looks like he got it off just in the nick of time.
He knew exactly how much time he had to work with and delivers a huge shot.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round one matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. The Bulls leading by 13.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up and down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Oakley is out there with Corzine. Then there's Paxson. Then there's Gervin. And it's Jordan in a shooting guard. The shot's good from Parrish.
No easy way to contain Parrish inside. At 7 feet tall, he often has the advantage.
And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that base, you're right. Paxson against Ainge. Bird left side. Lets it go. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bird's got his third basket of the night right there. Michael Jordan on the wing. Rebound, Parrish. Celtics trail by 11. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Johnson against Jordan. To the inside. Here's Bird. They get it again. Parrish. And it's Parrish with the jam.
Leaving no margin for error. That was a terrific finish.
Clark, this is what happens when you refuse to box them out.
Yep. We have great positioning and even better timing. Superb work on the offensive glass.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
McHale misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And Mike looking at the two stars for the teams. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Excellent anticipation there on the defensive end. Almost got the steal.
Yeah, can't be loose with the ball around him.
Throwing it down with tremendous power.
Woo! One-handed nonetheless.
He's an absolute force. That's for certain.
Now, here is Ainge. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And McHale the basket on the assist by Ainge. And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. Here's Bird following the basket by Michael Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Walton's checked in for McHale. Redmond comes in for Bird. And it's Easting in for Danny Ainge. Green, he's checked in for Chicago. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Wedman. The Celtics working the ball around now. Walton up top. 6 to shoot. Here's Seasting. No good there. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
Future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Michael Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he goes about 7 feet tall. Bill Walton is a nightmare matchup, not just because of his height, but because of his skill, too. Plus, he has a really high IQ.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You know, one of the most complete bigs in the game. Walton can do everything for you at both ends of the floor.
Chicago making some changes. Banks checked in for Gervin. And it's Macy in for John Paxson. So Walton nails both of them. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
And now let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. Seventh all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, D.A. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Well said. Johnson with the block. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Green with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 17. Here's Jordan. Jordan had 49 in game 1 and creeping up on that here.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Pass to Parrish. No good. Shot missing. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, it hasn't been close. Bulls lead by 19. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Third quarter set to begin as the lights of Back Bay brighten up the sky in Massachusetts. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. That'll be a 5-second call.
Celtics ball.
Celtics trail by 19. And now let's go to D.A.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year. You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
Parrish is out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Ainge. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bird in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Now, here is Ainge. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Johnson, the pass to McHale. Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. Over Johnson. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 53. And the Celtics core, Clark. Won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Here's McHale. He has 6. Here's Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Bulls leading by 23. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Gervin's got the ball.
Excellent job surveying the floor that time by Gervin. Recognized when his guys were open and got it to him.
Mike, they've had no answers for how to slow this team down.
Their offense hasn't been great either. It's been brutal for them.
No good from Bird. Bird's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. Here's Jordan. One more bucket, and Jordan will tie the playoff record. He's got 59.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
And building on this lead. They played a pretty complete game.
Mike, the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Paxson, he's checked in for Mason.
John Paxson.
Dennis Johnson on the wing. To end the run. And he sinks the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic, I know, impresses you so much.
I think he's got to show more fight than that. Can't give up on the play once you get screened. You got to continue to fight through.
And coach is definitely going to be frustrated with that effort, or lack of one, that is.
Now here's McHale. 6 points for him. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan. Mike, in the final 5 games of the season, an unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. Here's Johnson. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Shot's good from Bird.
The bread and butter of Bird. Mid-range jumpers are layups for him.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walton's checked in for Parrish. And it's Easting in for Dennis Johnson. Here's Paxson. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. 1:11 left in the third. Mike, a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. Could go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right.
Well, he needs help. Scoring-wise, his teammates need to do something.
Pass to Gervin. Jordan on the wing. Ainge covering. Here's Oakley. Rebound, Boston. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Bird. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot's good from Paxson. Paxson's got 6.
Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding for when his guys are open is impressive.
Here's Bird. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Jordan. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Michael Jordan is out there with Macy. Then it's Green. Then there's Washington. And it's Banks in at the 3. Here's Vincent. Shoots over Macy. The 9-footer's on the mark. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some gains towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
First team foul.
Bulls on D. Passes it to Kite. Here is Seasting. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
Now here's Jordan. There's a screen by Washington. Green. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
And you can count that one as a screen assist. The pick allows him to get free and go right to the rim.
Now the pass to Vincent. Here is Seasting. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mike, Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. And sparked the team with a few hustle plays, 3-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. So it's the Celtics now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Wedman. A rebound by Washington. And so here is Chicago. A drive by Jordan. Jordan has tied the record at 61. One more basket, he'll stand alone. Pass to Walton. Here is Seasting. Pass to Wedman. Here's Vincent, defended by Macy. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Personal foul.
That's his 5th foul.
Team foul.
Here is Seasting.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
You have to be careful now. You don't want to give away free points at the line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Seasting. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And it's tight with the rebound. Here's Wedman. Wide open shot is on the money.
You know, Seastein's job is to get the ball to open teammates. Great dime right there.
Green breaking loose. Jordan's shot is off. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here is Seastain. Back to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Wedman. Can't hit that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Jordan. And with 63 points, Michael Jordan is the record holder for most points in a playoff game. What a night. What a special opportunity, Clark, to watch this young player go at it.
Absolutely remarkable. Unbelievable, Kevin. Jordan has announced his arrival to the NBA. A bona fide star with a lot of runway still in front of him.
A long runway. And he knocks down the first one.
Seastain so heady as a point guard, very comfortable facilitating this offense.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for the Celtics. And the Bulls making a change also. Corzine, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Jordan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Here's Johnson. That's good from Walton on the assist from Dennis Johnson.
An outstanding find by Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
Screen by Corzine. Jordan the pass to Macy. And the shot goes down.
Kyle Macy.
Macy's got his first bucket in this one. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Seastain. Johnson the pass to Wedman. Johnson surveying the floor. Fires from the line. Almost, but it rolls out. Now the Bulls with it. Jordan outside. Over Johnson. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Seastain passes to Johnson. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Hey, the respect Johnson's teammates have for him is obvious. They trust his decision-making and follow his lead.
Barry Bird's checked in for Seastain. And both free throws good for Johnson. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Rolling towards the rim with momentum. Jordan is an absolute terror on the drive.
And the Celtics with possession here. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jordan against Johnson. From about 16, Green with the rebound. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
There it is right there in front of you. Jordan going to work and dunking it like only he can.
Here's Wedman. And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1, in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team. This is Kevin Harlan signing off. We'll see you next time.